Oh my god, I forgot. That is so hype.
You're hype about this?
I forgot about the hammer. Like, I think back on us playing this game, and, you know, so much of it has just been us with the little fists. Every time this is on in my household, Mario's punching somebody in the asshole. Mm-hmm. I forgot we've been walking around bonking people on the heads with a hammer for a while.
Night block.
What did you say?
It's the night block.
Yeah, I forgot about that completely. I didn't forget about butt stomp this time.
Hey.
Oh! Ooh! Booger sugar. Hold on.
Ooh.
And we're poisoned.
Oh my god. This chef doesn't make good creations.
No. Anyone can cook. Oh, well, we're down here.
All right, so this has escalated.
So we got 6...
I thought you were going to say we got sick.
We got sick? We did.
I did honestly get sick.
It's true.
Literally did get sick.
It's been a while since we recorded Beard Bros. Or this show on Beard Bros, that is. So bear with us, folks. Welcome back to it. We're in the shit cave. I don't know if I have...
ball? Yeah,
we do.
Yeah, we got some boluses. Is it worth it
I'm
at this
hurt,
point?
man. I'm hurt, you know, and I may as well just tank it at this point, you know?
Should heal up, at least.
Okay.
Because we got to do this dumb bullshit now.
Is there...
We got a lot of chefs over here.
Oh, boy.
They're cooking up something sinister, if you ask me. Wow, that's not very much.
Wholly inefficient, you know?
These guys will go down quick, though.
Booger.
Okay, hold on now. Where are you headed?
Right back up. I'm just trying not to be in the bullshit, you know what I mean?
Vibes. I think you're going to get poisoned, like, almost immediately again.
You're, like, absolutely... It's going up right now.
Yeah.
Why am I...
Wait, why? Are you, like, overloaded on it?
I think it's because I rolled through the poison, and I have no soap. Do I have soap?
No.
Give me that.
Oh, yeah, a little soap.
Whew.
That's great.
Wash y'all's ass.
Question of the day. Have you ever seen a single person in Elden Ring ever use the soap?
It's pretty good.
It's tight.
I don't want to waste my fire on these guys.
This is depressing.
My God! Oh, look at this!
Immediate, and... Oh, okay, so it does have a range. It doesn't just fly forever.
The boogers are not infinite.
Oh, there's another one! Oh my God!
Okay.
And we're in the swamp.
Okay, but this time I'm not going to roll. You ready?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So, while I was sick, I had extra time on my hands.
Uh-huh.
Brett, do you remember mentioning Back to the Future, and you don't know why Marty and the Doc are friends?
Yeah, like, there's no explanation for it. It doesn't necessarily beg it for an explanation. It doesn't matter, but I've always been curious, like, how did these two hook up in the first place? Yeah.
The only time that we ever see them without time travel in the mix is when he fucks up Doc's entire house.
Right.
So that was niggling at me.
Sorry, it was what?
Niggling at me.
Okay.
It's a real word.
Okay. You're free to go, sir.
I don't like the word.
You're free to go.
Like
You
it.
pass.
Move on.
It's
your
perfect
paperwork
for
checks
what
out, sir.
Sir, calm down. Calm down.
Carry on, sir. You're fine.
Go forward, please.
And so I did some digging, and I found a Reddit post with like 6 versions of the script before the final one.
Okay. So actual information.
Yes.
Okay.
And I read a chunk of the first one. I want to read more.
Like, it was the full screenplay?
The first, like, ever written screenplay. Like, the very
The one with the
first
refrigerator?
rough. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Eric Stoltz and everything. Yeah.
Oh, you've read it.
I've never read it.
I've never read
I've
it,
just
but
seen
everybody knows
the
about
odd
it.
documentary about Back to the Future.
So the doc, because he knows about being visited earlier.
He already knows
Yeah.
because it happened in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He spent like the time and resources like trying to invent the time machine.
That is interesting.
So you're saying that okay, go. You're not done, right? Like, there's more to this.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Already he's stoked my imagination. Okay, keep
So
going.
he was like well off, actually, and then got poor in the pursuit.
Of making a time machine.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
Because he had been plagued since the 50s with the knowledge that eventually he arrives in the 50s as an old man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it starts with...
Well, actually, he doesn't arrive in the 50s, but you know what I'm saying. Marty does.
Yeah. So I didn't get to, like, any part that, like, said it outright exactly.
Okay.
But the subtext was...
It's the Bootstrap Paradox.
Emmett found Marty to hawk like VCR recorded movies and stuff.
What?
Like the thing that he's filming
He's
at
like
the beginning of the movie?
he's like taping like
bootlegs?
Bootlegs. Yeah,
Okay.
100% bootlegs.
Who's he? Wait,
Marty.
let's stop playing the pronoun game real quick.
Marty is selling bootlegs. And
So Marty is selling bootleg VHS is what, like door to door? Like, what?
To his like friends and stuff. Like he's the
okay.
hookup.
He's the guy. Okay,
So
he's the
Marty's
plug.
Marty's hustle on the side is he's bootleg movie guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he records those bootlegs in
Movie theaters?
Emmett's like old not movie theater, amphitheater, abandoned amphitheater, where Emmett has his lab.
Okay, so let me ask another question then. Follow-up question.
What?
So Marty is procuring 35mm prints of films, screening them himself in an abandoned movie theater, and filming VHS copies?
No,
Please explain better, Ted.
just like when you record shit off TV.
Oh, like
that's
he's
literally what
just
he's doing.
taping movies off of TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nigga, yeah, we don't call that bootlegging. Like that's different. Like you fucked me up. You fucked me up.
I think the script might.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
actually.
sure it does. I'm just letting you know, like, just from like where I grew up, like bootlegging means something real different when it comes to movies. You know what I mean?
Bootlegging
Okay.
means go to the bottom of Kenneton Park and go to the parking lot.
Well, you wouldn't steal a car, so
You're right. I wouldn't. So I've never bootlegged.
Yeah,
a film.
bootlegging in my culture, just to let you know, means like when it comes to movies, means you are going to the theater and wrong spell. You're going to the theater and you're like recording off the screen.
okay.
Like Jerry.
And when you make like a DVD out of that and then you like sell that at the local barbershop, that's just called hustling. That
Okay.
Just letting you know. All right, you got me fucked up. So you're saying Marty is taping movies and shit off of Doc's TV?
Yeah.
So how did they hook up in the first place?
So I don't think it's said exactly.
So the mystery continues.
I
Yeah,
never
but-
thought about that.
But Emmett needed the money, and he doesn't have time to hawk the product. So
Oh, you're saying Doc
it's-
gets a piece of this?
He's in
Yes.
on the operation
He
because
needs-
it's his rent.
like,
I understand.
yeah,
So he's in business with a little boy
Right.
to fund his time travel. So, okay. So that's the thing that I was going to say that like pricked my imagination about this is like I always, we all know how the movie ends.
yeah,
Where he opens his thing and you realize he knew.
Yeah.
But I never considered the fact that 10 years ago he knew. I never considered the fact that he has known for 30 years that he's going to invent time travel and that Marty McFly is going to come and go on an adventure with him and that he's going to successfully send him back to the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's a question, right? Like, there's no way to know, but it's certainly suggested that it's a big possibility. It's the same thing with, like, has John Connor's father ever not been Kyle Reese?
Right.
It's
the Bootstrap Paradox.
Yes.
But
yes.
that's I was learning about that on Doctor Who the other day because he was talking about imagine it's the situation from that movie Yesterday where the Beatles, you stop the Beatles from existing by like, I don't know, you create a car accident or something on the day that they were going to meet. And so they don't meet, but you have all their songs because you were from the future.
Yeah.
And so you go back in time and you decide you're going to be the Beatles.
Yeah.
And you write all the Beatles songs. And now who wrote the Beatles songs?
Right.
Because nobody ever wrote them. But I feel like, contrary to that,
Go ahead.
is the photograph, which
Marty's photograph?
updates itself in real time
Right.
as he gets more and more close to the timeline. Right?
It's probably the most egregious bit of like
UI from a video game. Yeah.
Metaphysics in that movie. And we know why it's there. It's for the audience's sake.
Yeah.
But
it's your ammo counter, basically. Yeah.
It's a ticking clock.
It's your heart meter. Yeah.
And it works, but like in terms of what we actually understand about theoretical time travel, it makes no goddamn sense at all. And that's okay. But so thank you, Ted, for that bit of trivia.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like I know even less about how these motherfuckers got together in the first place.
I think the answer is that he got together with Marty McFly because Marty McFly came back to the future.
That is I think that's half satisfying.
Yeah, I mean it's not at all satisfying really because it's literally a paradox.
Right.
Literally impossible, but
I have more to read, so
you have more to read.
I may get back.
You think there's going to be more revelations?
Yeah.
Like I just want to know like oh fuck. I just want to know like how did this man know? Like want ad, need somebody to play music real loud.
He might have just found Marty and figured out a way to get Marty into his life because he knows that perhaps Marty is integral in
the time travel
Doc's ability to create time travel.
I hear you, but I'm desperately searching for an answer that doesn't involve the Bootstrap Paradox. Like in the first before any loops occurred, I'm wondering like how
because the thing that's crazy, right, is he hit his head like he still has the fucking Band-Aid on from when he hit his head and got the idea for the flux capacitor.
In the 50s, yeah.
Yeah. So like Emmett Brown has not been like I can create time travel. Right? Like plenty of scientists have thought of ideas that could potentially lead to time travel in real life.
Okay.
But nobody has ever had the audacity to try to make a time machine.
Go on.
Right? And so maybe the entire notion that he could have ever created a time machine comes from the fact that he proved to himself that he would.
Maybe, yeah.
And if you think about it in terms of 1885 and the fact that Doc was still in Hill Valley, who knows what else Doc has done over the years?
I also feel like it would be so... I don't know, difficult is the right word. Strange to like spend however many of those years making the time machine when you're like, I already did it. Like, I know I did it. And you keep failing. Like, what keeps him going when he's like, I know I do it.
Maybe the very knowledge that it's going to happen one day.
If someone came to my laboratory, told me I invented time travel, and then went back in time, went back to the future at the end after I got struck by lightning, I would never forget it. I would be spending my entire life. And it's possible that he has notes from when he was a cowboy after he invented it that he left for himself. We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know. We have no idea how many times he's used the time machine.
I feel like we're trying to solve some different questions here, and that's okay.
Yeah.
As far as like, does the Bootstrap Paradox? That's okay. Does the Bootstrap Paradox exist within Back to the Future? Maybe
so.
not. I'm still more interested in the question of how did these motherfuckers get together?
Yeah.
Like, independent of the Bootstrap Paradox. Doc Brown, what's going on? Why are you hanging out with a 16-year-old, you know?
He also didn't seem that unwelcome at Hill Valley. Unwelcome at Hill Valley High.
In the first script, there was also some pornography being recorded by Marty.
Off of Doc's TV?
Yeah.
So maybe that might explain some stuff. So maybe like Doc, like, he's like, oh, I know how to get free cable, like all the channels, because he's a scientist. He like, hooked it up that way, right?
This man stole plutonium from Libyan terrorists.
Which is amazing. That's my silly ass fucking theory. I think those dudes are actors. You've heard that bullshit.
What?
Like,
yeah, I think you mentioned that the other day.
Yeah, like,
why don't I have any memory of this?
I think I don't actually think this. It's the same thing as, hashtag too much pizza or whatever, right?
That is pretty substantiated for what it is.
But I'm bullshitting. All this bull is just for fun.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, like, okay, why did Doc Brown hook up with Marty McFly? Like, what purpose could he possibly have for hanging out with this dopey ass kid? And my possible answer was because he's because he's a scientist, and scientists know that you need guinea pigs, and there's no way he's gonna convince Marty to like. Are you serious? There's no way he's gonna convince Marty to allow himself to fly through time.
I see.
So instead, he fucking cooks up this fucking scenario where it's like, get in the car,
My only reservation about it, of course, is that if Dr. Emmett Brown came to me and said, "Do you want to go back in time?" I would say, "What year?" And he says, "1955," and I say, "A fucking yes." Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess
I would love to go do that, Doctor.
that might be because we grew up in a world
Where I watch Back to the Future.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, if in '85 they were like, "Where are you?" Especially me, if somebody came to me, "You want to go to '55?" I'd be like, "Hell no! I'm not trying to go back to 1955."
I will.
And he had a girlfriend.
I will say I was obsessed with H.G. Wells' The Time Machine when I was young.
Yeah, I don't think you're indicative of the average teenager in 1985 at that point.
Okay, yeah. If I'm in Marty McFly's world, I'm just listening to Van Halen.
But mysteries. Well, we've been talking about this for fucking 15 minutes. Real talk, guys. Listen,
And we've been in this underground hellhole for 15 minutes.
It's true. We're gonna get out.
Yeah.
I want to kill these flowers. It's gonna happen. Not all of them. I already killed some, but you know how it is. Just wanted to let you guys know if you're enjoying the show, we appreciate you watching. Hopefully, you are enjoying it.
Big time.
But like more importantly, I don't know if y'all know this out there, but like y'all who are watching this right now, we've got on our Patreon.
This may be the first time the public has heard about this. Exactly what it is.
We've got a brand new show that we've begun, and it's on our Patreon right now. The first couple of episodes, like a good handful of episodes.
Like 6, yeah, at least.
And you can watch it right now on patreon.com/superbeardbros if you sign up for $10 a month. It's starring really our friend Jesse Cox.
Not only is it starring him, he is the one playing, which I don't know. Like, I've done a lot of work with Jesse Cox over the years. Mm-hmm. He rarely plays. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's interesting to see him playing a game, first and foremost, as a novelty. Yeah. Second of all, the game is a game called Skull Island Rise of Kong.
You may have heard of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up.
And it is a journey. And it goes places that you wouldn't want or expect. So get ready.
Just like me.
Yeah.
I cancel myself.
Ted is the reason why a lot of that stuff happens.
That's real. So, yeah, if you guys want to check it out, head over to patreon.com/superbeardbros. Regardless, though, we appreciate y'all being here and watching. Thank you, man.
And thanks for the money.
Thanks for the money.
I've been doing the automatic captions on Premiere.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah.
Does it work good?
No.
Oh, good.
Okay.
But it's easy. And I usually edit the first few minutes until you guys say like Super Beard Bros.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny to see what the captions think of it every time.
Okay, what does it think?
Most often, Super Beer Bros.
Oh, we should pivot.
Dude, look, first of all, I would do great as Super Beer Bro. As a Super Beer Bro. But yeah. I feel like you would not do well as a Super Beer Bro.
What do you mean? Yeah, I hear you.
How many beers do you think you could drink like right now? Like, if I was like, here's like 12 beers, like how many do you think you could just like put away?
Before
you're like, I need to stop drinking this beer right now.
I don't know, man. I've only ever had one beer in my life, but I'm a big guy, and I'm also like real dumb when it comes to like jackass-ish. Like, want to see me do something stupid? You know?
Beer is
fuck me in the taint. Okay, I'm gonna kill that fucking flower.
I get it.
And that fucking flower alone, because it's the only thing I hear I haven't killed.
He's the nemesis.
You understand, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Look, here's the thing. When I was a kid, I used to go hang out with my friend his name was also Alex, which is hilarious. Mm-hmm. And we would hang out in his garage, and we would play the same video game every day for 5 months, and we would eat chocolate muffins, and we would talk about bullshit. And sometimes he would just put the controller down for 30 minutes, and we would just sit there. And sometimes he would get stuck on a boss for 3 days. And it didn't bother me because we were enjoying ourselves.
Sure.
You know? And I think, you know, if you want to kill that fucking plant, I think you fucking should.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill the plant. I'm gonna kill the plant. And then I'm gonna move on to the boss. I promise. It's a vendetta at this point.
Yeah, fuck him. Seriously. Fuck that plant.
We were so close. He was the last guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy, first of all. Second of all, I'm going to make nachos later.
How many beers do you think I could take?
Before you stopped, what do you think about the taste of beer? Do you think you can
I don't
handle
like it.
Like, would you be like, are you somebody who's like, if something tastes bad, it ain't going in?
No, not at all.
Okay, so I think you could probably do like 4 before you started to be like, this doesn't feel great.
I'll take that.
But you would also be ripped by then. If you've only
Probably.
ever had one beer in your life, by the time you get to the bottom of that second beer, you're going to be feeling weird.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say halfway through your 6th beer.
Holy shit! You think
Yeah.
I'm like Dan Connor?
I think he'd open another
you're a bigger
beer.
guy.
I think he'd open
I see
another
what you're
beer,
saying.
yeah, and then he'd like take a sip and realize he can't do it. Because it's daunting. Even as a guy who drinks beer all the time, it's daunting sometimes. Wait a minute.
Okay.
That was like
listen.
Mega Man X.
I gotta play something there.
You know when Mega Man X jumps between screens and then he pauses in the
Yes,
air? Yeah,
yes.
That's what that was. When you go to the boss stage and you dash.
Oh yeah.
I'm letting you know that everything is going awful right now.
Not everything. I am gonna make nachos later.
Fair enough. Like, guys, it's our first episode back in a while. Just please bear with us, please.
This is the best episode we've ever recorded.
It's the last one. Get the fuck out of here.
This is the Beard Bros finale.
Oh yeah, the other one was, I think it's either like bear or beer again, and then rose.
Super Bear Rose.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Super Bear Rose?
Super bear rose.
Super Bear Rose?
Super Bear Rabbit.
When you're thinking about Super Bear Rose, are you thinking it's a bear? Or are you thinking it's what are we imagining?
I think
This
it's a
thing?
type of rose.
This guy right here, Super Bear Rose.
Like a topiary that's got roses on it.
A topiary? And
guy-
it's like a
Bear
topiary of Brett?
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said. He
Yeah.
said, yeah.
Brett with bear ears.
All
It's
right.
kind of cute, actually.
I'm picturing
Yeah.
like the little bear from Kanye West graduation.
that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You remember when years for Facebook, what my Facebook image was? Do you remember that?
Was it that?
No, it was
The bear from Venture Brothers was your Facebook was your thing forever.
this is true.
Is it still?
Scary. Yeah,
I think
It is.
PlayStation
Scary Bear?
for sure still.
it's for years it was. I never played it, but remember that like video game called Naughty Bear?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yes.
Yeah, you remember like that
Like
was
Kill
just,
Bill bear,
It was just my image for a lot.
Game of Death bear.
The fuck did you just drop?
He just dropped his hot rod ass phone on the ground.
All right, he killed. Listen, I don't give a shit anymore. We're going to the boss. I'm gonna grab these. I got it though. I did get him.
He got it out of his system.
No. I killed the.
That's
flower.
what I'm saying.
I killed the flower.
Like the blood debt has been paid.
Before we do that,
Do
can
plants
we
have blood?
craft anymore? No, because we're missing dragonflies. Remind me.
I heard they
when we're out
scream.
when we're out in like the.
Or make noise.
What are you
do.
talking about?
I said, "Do plants have blood?" And he was like, "I heard they scream." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's true."
When we're out in the overworld, like if we see dragonflies, please remind me to like kill those if we come across them. Please.
What? Why?
To craft more
Soap.
poison boluses.
Oh, bolas. They should give you like 15 in here.
That I don't think this is the point. I think it's where you're supposed to use them, not where you're supposed to collect them.
At the end, there should be like a chest because they're like, "Hey, sorry, you had to use all those."
Sorry.
Look at that.
Woo!
Like a thief in the night.
Oh!
No, fuck off.
You know what's funny is there is a attack like very similar to this attack specifically in Mario. Like
Like the jump and smash?
you know it's those guys, the Magic Koopas.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it like turns blocks into
Get
to nothing or something. What's the second one? Oh shit!
There's like 4.
I feel like these bats they should be one shot by this. Period. It'd be like beating a hang glider up with a hammer.
Are we good?
Did I already talk about Chewbacca? and the hang glider.
Maybe.
It's like the most heinous thing I've ever read. Like, so I don't know if you guys know this. I'm on another show called the Star Wars Old Canon Book Club, where we talk about old Star Wars stuff, like before Disney bought it.
Old medieval canons.
Well, just stuff like from the 70s, like old shit. And like some of the first books ever were these Han Solo books that are like, you know, like any of those other books you used to buy at the store if you were like like a single guy in his 30s in the 70s. And you'd like read a book about like a guy who used to work for the government. And
the real sad nerds that we don't get anymore.
Yeah.
Like before nerd culture was like pop culture.
Accepted, yeah. And it's like, you know, this guy used to be, now he is on a boat and he has like a young Asian wife now, and it's like he's hot and he like drills people. So they like did like some Han Solo books kind of like that, called the Han Solo trilogy. And one of them is kind of like lightly a Western kind of vibe to it. And they're on like a vendetta. It's called Han Solo's Revenge. And there's like a stampede action sequence where like there's basically like big cows and pterodactyls at the same time. Like the cows are stampeding and the pterodactyls are attacking Chewbacca, and he's away from the Millennium Falcon and he needs to get to the Millennium Falcon. Oh, hang on a minute. Cleanrot night. So what he does is he shoots down some pterodactyls and gets this like radar dish that he was working on, and he like shoves pieces of the metal into the body of the pterodactyl and makes a hang glider out of the pterodactyl's body and the metal, and flies down into the swamp and like leaves it broken in the water sinking.
Damn.
It's the weirdest. Oh!
You forgot about Dre, didn't you?
Look, I was worried about this guy because if you've played enough Souls games, you know that guys that are shaped like humans and are knights are the worst guys. But like, this guy's taking damage like a bitch right now. This is like the guy on the box and he's taking damage like a bitch.
Get fucked. The worst part of this cave was just the poison and all the flowers and...
I can't believe how handily you torched that dude.
No. Buttily.
I can't believe how buttily you handled that guy. See what I did there?
Can't believe how handily you butted?
I can't believe how handily you butted him. How buttily you handed it.
Can't believe how buttily...
You handed it to that guy. You've got to hand it to your butt.
We're out of here, bro. We're so fucking out of here. Next time on Beard Bros.
Outside.
Finally. You know what, though? I'm glad we spent an episode in here.
One episode is enough. One episode is fine for the bear rose.
The bear. Do you remember that from Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li? Michael Clark Duncan as Balrog talking about,
whoa,
we're looking for the white rose.
I forgot that he is in there. That is so crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
I just watched a show with Goku in it from that other like awful like adaptation, the like Dragon Ball Z one.
Oh, the kid. Yeah.
I just watched it with him and I was like, oh yeah, this guy had a moment.
What were we trying to get to? Because this was, you needed 31 strength to wield in one hand. We did that.
Yep.
What were we leveling up now?
Great question. I'm going to guess faith and vigor. No, vigor.
Was it vigor?
I think it was vigor.
I believe it was
that
vigor.
makes sense for what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I believe it was vigor.
Can't go wrong.
At least to 25.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, before we think about something else.
Next time on Beard Bros,
Hammer Boys.
Liurnia. We're leaving, man.
We're about to have us a crawfish boil.
Later, y'all.
Good love you, bye.